first shot this game.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Kent, the pass to Welch. To the paint. Here's Parker. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Bucks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night, and you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game, but they did hit the big shots when they needed them, and oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Dishes it to Freak. McGee in the corner. Indiana moving the ball around. Shoots off the screen. The shot is off.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Parker's shot is off.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
There's a screen. Here's Freak, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Freak's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
That's good.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
To the middle, here's Potter. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Freak. And again, it's Indiana converting. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Higgins. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Down low. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Magic.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He had 23 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Passes it to Morris. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one almost always deadly when he's that open.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Indiana. Morris a screen. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barlow. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pacers trail by 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Pacers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And he can't get the first one. Milwaukee making a switch here. Parker's checked in. And he's good on the second. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kent guarded by McGee. Here's Barlow. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. It's Freak, top of the key. Blair dishes to Freak. And it's all evened up. Freak's got 6.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
That's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 1, the Pacers.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Bellamy checked in for Freak. Indiana trailing here. There's the pass to Bellamy. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Kent. The three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. McGee in the corner. The 3 ball. The putback.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
Passes it to Kent. Shot off the screen. Shot is no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. There's the pick. Feeds to Blair. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. The pass to Kent. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Welch. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barlow. They get the rebound. Potter. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 18 points for him.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And Blair gets it to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. And, guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Elbow shot is on the way. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Pacers as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing I'll say. I want to see the same patience and decision-making in the second half. If there was a real positive to be found, it was in transition. We made some really quick, sharp outlet passes and got some easy buckets on the break. That's where they might be most vulnerable. What we need to do is get to the basket. Let's not settle for stuff outside right now. Let's see how many layups we can coax out of them. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half. So Indiana leading by 3. Kicks to Freak. Blair in the corner. The dish to Freak. Fades and shoots. Here's Stojic.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
He misses the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Higgins. And it's Kent in at the two-guard spot. And so here is Indiana. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Higgins grabs the board. There's a screen. He dishes it to Parker from the stripe. And it's Parker again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Freak. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Freak's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pacers. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
They double him with Freak. Pass to Higgins. Clock at 6. Here's Potter. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Freak number 1.
Well, I'm sure the coach is pleased with his performance here recently. He's been will definitely be moving in the right direction.
Both teams will make substitutions. Just a little over seconds gone in the third quarter. Battle passes to Sparks. Indiana moving it around. The rebound by Webster.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The quick look, no good that time. Indiana leading by 3. Here's Freak. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Higgins passes to Gill, and the layup falls.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Hickson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Hickson's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Indiana.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the basket by Webster.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Higgins, and he hits it to tie the game up. Higgins has got his third basket of the night.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Hickson kicks to Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Freak's got 12 in the game.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter. Let's take a look at what the last month has looked like for the Bucks as far as NBA stats go. 4th in fast break points, 8th in free throw shooting, and they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And going back to their fast break numbers, their athleticism enables them to play that breakneck speed. But it takes discipline as well to keep the pedal on the metal, and that sets them apart.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at the Pacers. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're 7th best in the conference.
And seeing where the Bucks are, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
Passes it to Higgins. The 9-foot shot. Gill the pass to Higgins. Here's Barlow. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him. The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. The feed to Freak. Bellamy passes to Sparks. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. #1, the Pacers.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
1:03 left in the third. The shot's good from Rogers.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Dishes it to Morris. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Sparks passes to Freak. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Freak's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Morris a screen. Here's Higgins. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Higgins has got 9.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Milwaukee in the lead. Webster with it. Kent guarded by McGee to the inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Parker, and it's Kent in at the 2 spot. Now here's Freak. Roy with some nice D. Feeds it to Webster. Uncovered. The shot no good. Pacers trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Blair. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. That's good. 24 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
That's good. McGee's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Potter. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 5th rebound in this one. They set the pick. Here's Claxton. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
The Bucks making a switch here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The pass to Welch. He feeds it to Parker, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Kent, guarded by McGee. Just 5 on the clock. Kent, the pass to Parker. Webster outside. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Bucks passing it around. Here's Potter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Wasted no time on that one. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Pacers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous, very unselfish.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across in their huddle. They've been getting